take care of what you had to do.
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer.
Are you safe?
Probably safer than you. Mike, if this doesn't work...
Goodbye, Mina. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It was a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
I told him I was sick of being trapped behind a desk.
You ever had an intern position at a government agency?
I have.
Need I say more? All my exercise was moving papers from desk to desk. I'm here to do work, not sit back and manage it. I want to be out where the action is. I want to make a difference.
Was it all you expected, Mike? Looking back, was the anger, the momentum of mission to mission, was it all worth it? All it did was get you to this point quicker. Not the most desirable outcome for you. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
It was worth it. It'll be even more rewarding when I bust out of here and tear this place down, piece by piece. You probably think you're gonna get away before that happens, though. You think you have all the bases covered, your backup plan all in place. You don't. And within the hour, I'm gonna prove it.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Helbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Helbeck is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. So, with Mr. Marburg gone, I have an opening I think you'd be perfect for.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I'd just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. You found out too much. You know where all the embarrassing little connections are. That makes you a good agent, but a rather large liability. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
You're setting yourself up to get put in a box, Leyland. Get to the point.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
What a surprise to hear you say that. Anything else would be admitting responsibility. We wouldn't want that.
Actually, responsibility and accountability factors into it. Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do.
It's amusing to hear you say that. Is this a pot talking to a kettle right now, or...
No, it's not. You're sitting in a cell because of it. Your life over. Because of something they did they'll never have to answer for. I can fix that. We can fix that.
How?
Make them accountable. I don't need Alpha Protocol anymore. It's going to be shut down, sanitized. But if selected footage reached the world about its presence, well, that might be the best for all parties.
What? So you can make new hostilities, drive up sales?
My role in this is already protected. You got my missiles back. Shahid is dead, and all your operations in Taipei, Moscow, Rome, it didn't change anything. I can give you freedom, a new lease on life, even a villa of your choosing anywhere in the world. All I need is your cooperation. So, is it a deal or not? A future or no future at all?
I've given it careful thought, and I think the words I'm looking for are... fuck off. You and Alpha Protocol aren't getting away with this. I'm gonna drag you out into the light.
Disappointing. Although, one last thing I'm curious about. Since you have every angle covered, what happened to that footage, Mike? The one of the airliner you had in your possession.
It's safe.
Oh, you mean with Scarlet?
What?
You mean safe with Scarlet. That's who you gave it to.
I didn't say that.
No, she did when we asked. She's here, you know. She was resistant at first, but, well...
Bullshit, you don't have her here. She'd run circles around you.
Perhaps both of us. I'll have her tortured if I have to, make no mistake about it. Who knows what sorts of secrets she could reveal. But enough about her. You've lost. All your efforts for nothing. You can't stop us.
You haven't won yet, asshole.
It's checkmate in fewer moves than you think, Thornton. Soon, all trace of this facility will be erased, and you along with it. After all, it never really existed in the first place.
Leyland?
What is it?
I'm going to kill you.
Amusing.
Not really.
Well then, you'd best get to it, Mr. Thornton. You have an hour. I look forward to your efforts.
Doc will be along in just a bit to administer your meds. Nice knowing you, Thornton.
Michael, darling. I was wondering why you were tied up, although I had not expected the reason to be so literal.
Z, good to see you. You'll have to excuse me if I don't get up.
Oh, you will rise to the occasion, Michael, I am sure. It is good you have time to rest with all this trouble going on. This bed, this is how you woke up here, yeah?
The restraints were a little weaker the first time, and I'm not doped up.
The restraints? Are they too tight?
Yeah, they're chafing.
Oh, that is a shame.
So is there a reason you swung by? I'd offer you a chair, but...
I am here because I never got the chance to tell you my feelings. And now you have no choice but to listen.
Great.
I never thanked you for Conrad's accident. He was quite the stuffed shirt. No fun.
Good. If you want to thank me, then let me go.
Not quite yet, I think. Michael, I have a confession to make. Ever since we met, I have had a certain fondness for you. You are so eager.
Okay.
It is a shame to see such a fine specimen restrained like this. I am tempted to set you free.
I wouldn't want to get in the way of temptation, though I'm a little curious as to why.
I do not like all this Halbech business, and I have been paid already. Me, I am free to leave, but you are not. Oh, it is not fair. So, I will let you go in a moment.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Relax, darling, but not too much. Oh, and I thought I might have to work harder.
You would if I wasn't tied down.
Shh. Good. Now, no more talking.
Okay. Holy. Now, can you let me go?
Michael, I unlocked your wrists 5 minutes ago. You were too busy holding onto your bed to notice. I am flattered. I have done what I must do. Now, you must go do what you must do.
Maybe there's something to be said for experience. I wonder if the camera was recording.
What the hell is going on in there?
You look naked without your weapons. They are in the locker nearby. Get dressed, and let us start the killing. Much better. Now, you must get to the Global Monitoring Center and get access to the system and all its secrets.
You did not just do that in my medical bay. It smells like catfish and tuna in there. You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Damn, which one?
Last chance, guys. Back up your files.
Agent? Or is it just Mike Thornton now, with the rank stripped away? Never understood why we had titles anyway. Meaningless. I don't understand why you wanted to speak to me. If you think I can help you, you're wrong.
We'll see. I think you'll want to hear what I have to say. Parker, the plan you arranged with Halbeck, it's not gonna work.
Really? Doubtful. I thought there was a chance you might return. You are resourceful, even for a rogue agent.
Well, I have you all to thank for being rogue, don't I? I thought it would just be a cover, but you made it real.
If you blame me for this, then you're in error. Miss Tang is to blame.
I know what Mina did, but you were the one who ordered the missile strike on my location.
Yes, but that was not my order. I would have preferred you return here, where you could be monitored. As you can see, letting you run around is dangerous. And, well, despite your flaws, you are a valuable resource. Now, what do you want? There's little I can do for you, so make it quick.
You're betraying your own country, Parker. Whatever you think you're doing, it's wrong.
No, my country has authorized this, Mike. although no one will ever know. If you think to appeal to my patriotism by defining it as betrayal, Halbeck's interests had to be protected because it's our national interests.
So what, Halbeck and Leyland are working with the United States? Is that how they got access to this facility?
They built it. Government contract. Only Leyland, however, discovered what this facility was being used for. Insightful, really.
So that makes Leyland in charge now? Of an entire branch of a U.S. agency?
No. We were ordered to assist him in recovering his missiles, in assassinating Shahid, and then killing you. He was given access to the facility and our resources.
But why?
Why did we cooperate? There was no reason to ask why.
You can't tell me that you didn't suspect something was wrong.
Nothing was wrong, Thornton. As I said, Halbeck had proper authorization. They asked permission, and they got it.
And Westridge didn't object?
No, because like me, he follows orders. We were asked to get an agent to do Leyland's job and to contract me for my services.
Services? What services?
I was asked to isolate events in the world and create triggers. While many of these triggers would benefit Halbeck, a great deal would benefit the United States. China grows more powerful by the day. They are Halbeck customers as well, and if they are reliant on Halbeck technology, they are reliant on us. Even better, if they can be lured into action in Taiwan, well, then it buys us time to build strength.
And Moscow? Rome?
Rome was a reminder to the rest of Europe. Moscow, a necessary distribution center.
And the people on the airliner in the Middle East?
Those deaths, they are nothing compared to the death toll that would follow if these steps were not taken.
I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Rome.
If you think your efforts in Rome caused any inconvenience, the bomb failed to go off, yes, but it renewed talks in terrorist legislation, so it was satisfactory. Not quite as much of an effect as hoped, but...
And your daughter getting killed? Was that all right with you too?
What?
Your daughter, Madison. She was in Rome. Marburg shot her in the back, right in front of me, out of revenge for stopping the bomb.
And why would he do that?
Oh, he didn't know she was your daughter. But he was so pissed at the time, I don't think he would have cared.
I don't believe you.
Then check the Halbeck records, the VCI employee list, or the list of people killed in the museum. Look for a Madison St. James.
St. James?
Your wife's maiden name. Madison took it to distance herself from you, and you know why she did it. Check the casualty list, Parker. Trust me, her name's there. Marburg's responsible. He did it under Halbeck's orders.
This conversation is over, Agent.
Damn it. Parker. Let's move it!
Mike, what are you doing here?
I could ask you that same question. Did they hurt you?
No. They asked me a lot of questions, but I think they were mostly interested in finding out what I knew about you.
What did you tell them?
Not much. I think I learned more about you from them than anything you ever told me. Mike, there's something I have to tell you.
Can it wait? We have to get out of here without getting killed.
Mike, it's about what happened in Taipei, about Sung. There was a reason I was there. I was the shooter.
What? Why are you telling me this, and why now? For what it's worth, I'm glad you told me.
What are you going to do?
You mean, what are we gonna do? I need your help if I'm gonna get out of here. I also need that footage. And failing that, your testimony. No way am I leaving you here. I don't think Leyland intends to pay you, and Alpha Protocol's not gonna be nice to you either. And if you're as good as I think you are, having one of the world's best assassins on my side could even the odds.
All right, Mike. You've got my attention. I'll get the footage and meet up with you. You know, Mike, in the hotel, I wanted to tell you then.
We can talk about it later, after we're both safely out of here.
I'll get the footage and meet up with you. I'll be all right. Go on ahead.
Looks like they're flooding the place.
I guess they're scrubbing the evidence clean. And you along with it.
Flooding the place.
I guess they're scrubbing the evidence clean. And you along with it. These guys are killing my story.
We've got Mina. She put up quite a fight, but it's over for her now. Your choice in what to do next. Come after us or her. It's up to you.
your way of making me say I need your help? Because I do. These guys are all over me.
Fuck off, Westridge. Just make sure you don't run away before we get to chat.
What's that?
Is this your way of making me say I need your help? Because I do. These guys are all over me.
Down here.
Fuck off, Westridge. Just make sure you don't run away before we get to chat.
Thought I heard something.
Is this your way of making me say I need your help? Because I do. These guys are all over me.
Predictable. Good. It'll give us more time to wrap up loose ends down here.
Fuck off, Westridge. Just make sure you don't run away before we get to chat. tried to get here sooner. I'm sorry.
You're sorry. This is my fault. I didn't cover my tracks well enough. They were following me when I met you at the hotel. And as soon as they had you, Darcy and his agents captured me.
Is that who hit you?
Yeah, but I hit him first.
I'm getting you out of here. Can you stand?
Yeah, mostly it's my pride that's hurt. But, Mike, this facility is sealed off. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's why I feel sorry for them.
You never give up, do you?
Not as long as you're there with me. You ready? It might get a little rough.
Rough for them, maybe. Us, not so much. Are those fingernail scratches on the back of your neck?
I was attacked. I don't want to get into it.
I'll do what I can to shut down the security systems. Get rid of the guards. Go on ahead. I'll circle around and get to a terminal. If you see Darcy, save some for me.
Got a nice view from up here. You go ahead and do your thing.
You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
Ryan set those charges. Keep an eye out for Thornton. He's still around here. In minutes, all records of this facility will be
I think they've
destroyed.
armed the bombs in here.
Bombs.
And it looks like we only have a few minutes before the timers hit 0. Mike, you need
Keep
to
them
shut
off
them
of me.
down.
I need to concentrate.
And the armed gunman?
Those two.
Like the turrets, they're tax dollars at work.
Get her, get her, get her!
Having trouble?
In minutes, all records of this facility will be destroyed.
Parker. Stop. I'm warning you.
Around and meet up with you topside. Good luck.
Darcy, get your men ready.
On it. Mikey won't get by me. Well, there goes our flight out of here. Waste of a missile, but it seems like everybody on this island is trigger happy. Head for the wreckage. I asked the pilot to bring me a resupply in case Leyland refused to pay.
On my way.
Mikey, good to see you. Glad you made it out here to our live fire range. No more practice runs for you. This is the real deal. Keep him busy. I'll be back in a second. The only way out is for you. Come on now. Come on, you gave more trouble when he first showed up. Come on, he's just one guy. Only wish Mina could see me kick your ass, Mikey.
here. You hear that?
The hell was that?
All done here. Just had to settle things with a colleague.
I stashed more weapons and ammo on the chopper. The one that had the missile accident. Get to it, see what you can recover.
I knew Darcy would fuck this up.
Crash site?
No, just another helicopter.
At the crash site?
No, just another helicopter.
I think someone is about to exit stage left.
Must be Westridge's ride.
What's that?
Get him.
Well, that means you'll know where he's headed, and you can meet up with him. The topside buildings here are all entrances to an underground facility. The structure you see, half a click ahead, that's the entrance to the boat pens.
You're out of luck, Mike. I'm taking the only route off the island. You know, if you get here in time, I might even let you leave with me, as a prisoner. Nice job, Mike, but I can't let you leave with that data. Give up now, and we'll go easy on you.
Fuck off, Westridge. Just make sure you don't run away before we get to chat.
Take him out.
Mike, take out your target. The bays are filling up. There's not much more time.
Less nagging would help.
Then get to the killing.
He's camped out in the control room.
Damn it, never did you train you to die like cattle.
I suggest you get to one of the upper catwalks.
Agent, are you okay? Talk to me.
That what you did with Sung?
A lot more elegant than what you did with Shahid.
Keep the water flowing. It shouldn't be long until we can launch the boat. This isn't how it's supposed to end.
Not a chance. Now that I've got your attention,
If you're gonna kill me, then do it.
I'm not sure I want to. Yet. I guess I need some closure. I volunteered for this program, but I couldn't have made it into Alpha Protocol if you hadn't chosen me. What I want to know is why.
I needed someone who could kill Shahid, get the missiles back, and keep their mouth shut. I needed someone I could trust.
So you thought I could just be pointed at a target and fired, like some kind of weapon?
Surprised? A weapon's all you are. I had my orders. We carry them out, send out agents, and we don't ask why. Say what you will. You had what it took to get the job done, and then some. That's why you were selected.
It was my life.
What life? You knew the odds going in. You wanted to serve your country. Well, this is it.
If I stayed in the program, I'd have ended up like you, or worse, like Parker. Then someone would have come along who owes one of their corporate buddies a favor, Halbeck or someone else, and we get used because we've been conditioned never to ask.
Believe it or not, Halbeck's interests are our interests. We need their technology.
No, we don't. They almost caused a war, and we helped them. For what? To secure some government contracts?
If you're gonna kill me, kill me. If you're gonna ask for your life back, then ask. But don't waste my time.
I don't have any more questions. You're done, Westridge. You and your whole operation.
This program is all you know, Mike. Leave it, and you have nothing. Really, what are you gonna do? Get revenge? Expose the agency? Or maybe you came back because what you really needed was another mission.
My goals are a little higher than that. Any last words?
Yeah. Go to hell.
Not the best I've heard, but... Did you really think I'd let you off that easy? You're going down with the ship. They may not blow this place, and if they don't, then your home is going to be a courtroom for the next few years. If you even get that far. They'll probably claim you were acting without their knowledge. That you enacted Alpha Protocol, went rogue.
Where are you going?
Now that I'm out of the box? It's my world now. I helped shape it. It was easier than I thought. And it's time to make some changes, I think. Don't even think about coming after me, Westridge. You do it, and I swear, what I did to Alpha Protocol is just a start. Going somewhere?
All right, Thornton. What is it you want?
Just a little payback.
Please, Agent, don't be a fool. How dare you hit me?
That's for Madison. That's for what you did to Mina. And that's for my life. I could keep this up all day. Now, tell me what else I can't do. You think you can give me orders? Think you have control of this situation?
Thornton, hold on. I can get you whatever you want. Funds, vehicles, transport off this island, your life, your career. I can give it back to you. It'd only take a few calls.
And all I have to do is let you go, right? See, that's where you lose my interest.
I knew you'd be reasonable about
I
this.
suppose you think you've talked your way out of this. I know what matters to you, Leyland. And for the next few years, seeing you drag through courtroom after courtroom and watching Halbeck fall apart is enough for me.
If it comes to that, you mean?
It will. Trust me. All the evidence I have is going exactly where it needs to go.
I think you're in for some disappointment. The government won't allow my involvement with Alpha Protocol to be exposed.
Alpha Protocol? What's that? They'll just deny it exists.
Mission accomplished, Agent?
Just Mike, if you please. Let's get out of here.
Where to?
I have no idea. I don't even know where here is. Surprised me.
That'd be a change.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not the most predictable person. Keeping up with you is a lot of work.
Well, we've made it this far. I think we're done with surprises for a while.
We'll see. I bet there's one or two more in the future.
More setbacks for troubled Halbeck Industries today as Russian federal police uncovered extensive evidence linking the corporation's senior officers to illegal arms trafficking. This setback comes on the heels of a mysterious disappearance of Halbeck CEO Henry Leland, who vanished from his San Francisco office earlier this month. American law enforcement is cooperating with Interpol to locate him. Along with the indictments against Halbeck, several prominent Muscovite politicians and business leaders have been arrested in connection with the scandal. Mideast peace talks were further set back when the Altair insurgent group attacked a convoy of U.S. diplomats in Saudi Arabia. This attack was just the latest in a period of escalating violence in the region, which began when Al-Samad collapsed last month. Since the disappearance of Ali Shahid, the Al-Samad terror network has disintegrated, with chief lieutenants forming their own breakaway sects in their attempts to establish dominance. Moreover, an upswing in arms trafficking in the region has ensured that these sects remain well armed and equipped. Pentagon sources describe this confluence of events as a perfect storm, and have said that the Middle East has never been as dangerous as it is today. Senator Darcy narrowly avoided death in the ambush, after he was forced to remain at his hotel due to a stomach virus. A final death toll has not yet been released, but 3 of Senator Darcy's fellow delegates to the Mid-East Unity Conference are believed to have been with the convoy. At this time, INN has no information about their fates. Thousands lined the streets of Rome today for the funeral of Madison St. James, the young woman killed during the failed bombing attempt of the Roman Museum of Natural History. Miss St. James has become celebrated among proponents of stronger government anti-terror legislation since her death, and her funeral at times resembled a political rally. In the United States, Senator Patrick Darcy proposed Madison's Law, a sweeping bill some have likened to a new Patriot Act in response to the tragedy. As Miss St. James had no known family, Senator Darcy personally paid for her funeral here in Rome. Uncertainty still grips Taiwan in the wake of the deadly riots at last month's political rally. With the death toll standing at over 300, concerns have been raised that President Ronald Sung's pro-independence government has become too aggressive. President Sung survived an assassination attempt during the rally, which many critics are calling an attempt to incite a war between Taiwan and mainland China. President Sung has refused to back down in the wake of the attempt on his life, and in a speech made earlier this week declared that his life meant nothing compared to Taiwanese independence. Taiwanese authorities announced the execution of attempted assassin Wen Shu today. Investigators have uncovered no motive for the assassination attempt. A copy of Catcher in the Rye, a novel famously associated with conspiracy theories and secret American brainwashing programs, was found in his apartment, leading to internet speculation that Wen Shu was an American sleeper agent planted to assassinate Sung and touch off a war with China. U.S. government sources have declined comment.